students, welcome back to your science class. So student, in the previous class we have started with the chapter reaching the age of adolescence. You see students, till now we have seen, we have understood that in our body what happened, there are our nerves as well as there are some of the chemical substances which is responsible for regulating and for controlling the activities that happen in our body. Now you see, this chemical substance is called as hormones. And hormones are released by a special kind of an organ which is present in our body at the different parts of our body, that is called as gland. So it is the special organ gland which is responsible for the formation of or releasing or secreting the chemical substance which is called as hormones. Okay, now you will find, so it is called as the hormones, and hormones are released by a special organ called as gland. Now all the glands, we can collectively include them into a system that is called as endocrine system. So endocrine system which it consists of or involve all the different glands which is responsible for releasing the different hormones, and these hormones are basically responsible for controlling or regulating the activities that happens in our body, students. Now the endocrine system, it includes the different gland, and what are the different glands which is present in our body? So it will be pituitary gland, then adrenal gland is there, then thyroid gland is there, then our sex glands are also present in it, like ovaries or the testes. So these are the reproductive glands. Okay, they are associated with the reproductive system of our body, student. Okay. So, talking about the first gland, which is called as the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland is what? Basically, when you look at it, the size of the pituitary gland is very small. It is the pea-shaped or pea-sized gland is there, which is present at the base of the brain. Okay. Now, the pituitary gland, it is called as the master gland, and the reason for calling it as a master gland is because it help in controlling, or it is actually there to regulate or to control the all other gland present in the body. So since it is responsible for controlling the other glands which is present in the body, that is why it is called as the master gland. Now pituitary gland is there in our very important, so by this we come to know that it is what is a very important type of a gland present in the brain, present in our body. Now, is pituitary gland releases hormones also, or is the role is to control or to control the activities of other gland? No, it controls the activities, it control or regulate the other gland, but as along with that it also releases the hormones. What kind of a hormone? It can be growth hormone, it can be thyroid stimulating hormone, it can be some of the like follicle stimulating hormone. Follicle stimulating hormone is basically responsible in case when ovulation occurs, student, that we will going to discuss later. So these are the things, these are the hormones which is released by the pituitary gland. Talking about the first hormone which is released by pituitary gland is the growth hormone. What is the role of a growth hormone? The name itself explains a lot of a thing. Growth hormone is the hormone which basically released in order to give growth to the person. So if the growth hormone released in a good amount, then the person will be very heighted, and if it will be released in very large amount, so that will make a person a very giant, and that is called as gigantism. What happens if the growth hormone is released in a very less amount? So if it will be released in a less amount, it will causes the dwarf, it makes the person dwarf, and this is called as a dwarfinism. Okay, so growth hormone decides, growth hormones which is released by the pituitary gland is responsible for the growth of the person. The second one is the thyroid stimulating hormone. Thyroid stimulating hormone help in controlling the metabolism which occurs in the body. Okay, so this is what these are the hormones released by the pituitary gland. Okay, now the pituitary gland is influenced by a lot of a thing like a seasonal changes happen or emotional changes that occur in our body, that is also controlled by our pituitary gland. Now the question arises that what happens if our pituitary gland will not work properly or it will not release the hormones. So let us see that what will be the consequences if the malfunctioning of the pituitary gland happens. So we can write it down. Malfunctioning of pituitary gland causes malfunctioning of the pituitary gland, it causes poor overall growth and also causes dwarfism in children. Basically, if it released in a less amount or if it will not work properly, that will causes the dwarfism in the children. Okay. Next, that loss of sexual characteristic also occur. Second one is loss of sexual characteristic. Loss of sexual characteristic. And also obviously since it is a master gland and control the all other glands, so obviously it will going to affect the other gland function also. So affects the functioning of other gland. Okay, it affects the functioning of other gland. So the first thing, malfunctioning of a pituitary gland, it causes the poor overall growth, it causes dwarfism in children, as well as it is also responsible for the loss of the sexual characteristics, affect the other glands also. So this is the first type of a gland, student, which is called as a pituitary gland, and we came to know about it that it is a very important type of a gland. Moving on, and let us see the second kind of a gland, and that is called as thyroid gland. Thyroid gland. What is there in the thyroid gland? Basically, it is located at the lower part of the neck, and when you look at the structure, student, it is like a butterfly shape or a bow tie. You have heard about a bow tie, and that the shape of the thyroid gland is similarly like that. Actually, when you look at it, it will be like, okay, and in between them you will find that there is another kind of a gland present in it, which is called as a parathyroid gland. So you do not have to study about the parathyroid, you simply have to, in their syllabus only thyroid gland is there. So we will see the thyroid gland. Okay, so this is the thyroid gland. So when you look at the structure of the thyroid gland, it is what? It is somewhat butterfly shape or somewhat a bow tie shape, shape of a gland is there. Okay. And it is present at the lower part of the neck. What is the role of the thyroid gland? What kind of a hormone it is released? So it basically releases a kind of a hormone which is called as thyroxine. And the role of a thyroxine is to control the metabolism, body metabolism in the person. So we can write here a few things about it. That is location. The first one is thyroid gland, located in front of the neck, in the in the front part of the neck. Okay, located in the front part of the lower neck. We can write here lower neck. Then second thing, it is a bow tie shaped or butterfly, bow tie or butterfly shaped gland. Shaped gland. So it is a bow tie or butterfly shaped gland. Next one is the kind of hormones produced by it. So it produces a hormone thyroxine. Produces a hormone thyroxine that control the rate of at which the body processes and uses energy. So basically the role of the thyroxine, it helps in controlling the metabolism that occur in the body, or in other word we can write here that it is what which help in controlling the rate at which the processes occur in the body, as well as it also control the energy, the use of the energy in order to do this process. Okay, that is the role of a thyroxine. The other role of a thyroxine, our student, it plays a very important role even in the growth of the bones and development of the brain. It plays a key role in the growth of the bones and development of brain. Okay, even development of brain as well as nervous system in child. Nervous in a child. Okay, so not only it help in the processes to occur in the body, but also responsible for looking after the growth, overall growth, like that of the nervous system of a child, or the development of the brain, or the growth of the bones. All these things will be controlled by that of a thyroxine hormone. So obviously student, the thyroxine plays a key role, it plays a major role in our body. So if the deficiency of the thyroxine, deficiency means lack of thyroxine hormone, if no thyroxine hormone will be released in the body, then what will happen? So the deficiency of a thyroxine hormone, it causes a kind of a disease, deficiency disease, which we called as a goiter. What happened in a goiter? Basically the neck area, it gets swollen, which is an indication that there is a lack of iodine is there. Actually, the role of the thyroxine hormone, that it help the iodine, you have heard about that lack of iodine will causes the goiter. The reason is the iodine, it stimulates the thyroid gland in order to produce a lot of a thyroxine hormone, and due to which the swelling can be removed. Okay, so we can say that lack of thyroxine hormone causes the swelling of the neck, that is called as goiter. And you will find that this will basically happen, so this mainly occur with the people who are living in a hilly areas. So deficiency of thyroxine hormone causes goiter. It causes goiter. Then emotional disturbance. Emotional disturbance. Then poor mental health. As well as hyperactivity. Okay, so deficiency of thyroxine hormone, it causes a deficiency disease which is called as goiter. Obviously, this is responsible for the nervous system students, so emotional disturbance can occur. Mental health, because that will also help in the development of a brain, so obviously causes the mental health, poor mental health and hyperactivity. These are what? These are some of the deficiencies, some of the disease, or we can say some of the effects that will be caused if the thyroxine hormone will be not released in our body properly because of the malfunctioning of a thyroid gland. So this is about the thyroid gland, students. Now moving on, and we will see the another kind of a gland which is called as adrenal gland. Adrenal gland. Adrenal gland, students. So here, adrenal gland, it is basically located at the top of the kidney, and when you look at it, it is roughly triangular in shape. Okay, so the kidney, just above the kidney you will find a kind of a gland is there. Okay, this kind of a structure is of that of the gland will be there. Okay, a roughly triangular structure of the gland is there, which we call as an adrenal gland. Okay, so adrenal gland, it is located at the location is, it is located at the top of the kidney. At the top of the kidney. Okay. This is what? This is we can say that the body has a two triangular, it is having two triangular adrenal glands. Adrenal glands. What does that mean, student? It means both of the kidneys, they consisting of the adrenal glands, and that is why the two triangular shape adrenal gland is present in the body. Okay. Now, what is the role of the adrenal gland? Basically, it releases a lot of hormones, including the one which is very common called as adrenaline hormone. Adrenaline hormone, it is released by the adrenal gland when the situation is a kind of an emergency situation, like a person is in fear, a person is in anxiety, or a person is running or fighting. So this is all when the emotions are at peak. Okay, so at that time the adrenal gland become active and starts releasing the hormone called adrenaline hormone. And since this hormone, it is what is working when the situation is what it's a kind of an emergency situation. That is why this hormone is also called as a emergency hormones. So this secretes a hormone. This secretes several hormones, including adrenaline. Okay. So they secrete several hormones, including the adrenaline, located at the top of the kidney. Now let us see that what are the function of adrenaline. So it controls, it means adrenaline controls rate of breathing. Okay. Controls the rate of breathing when you are scared, when you are scared, in fear, when you are scared, in fear, then angry, embarrassed, or excited, Okay, so when you are scared, when you are in fear, when you are angry, or when you are embarrassed or excited. So this time the adrenaline used to control it. Okay, your rate of breathing as well as your pulse rate also. Okay, so here I have written it controls the rate of breathing as well as pulse rate. As well as your pulse rate when you are in this situation. So these situations is what? It's a kind of emergency situations, and that is why this hormone is also called as emergency hormone. So it is often referred to as emergency hormones. It is often referred to as emergency hormones because it increases the heartbeat, and overall and overall body stress or body energy in stressful situation. In stressful situation. Okay, so this is what this is basically called as an emergency hormone, students, and the reason because it increases the heartbeat as well as responsible for increasing the body energy when the situation is what it is stressful situation. Then the effect is very rapid when it occurs within a time. Okay, so this effect is very rapid. It is very rapid and can occur, which can occurs within 30 seconds and last for several minutes. Obviously, it's an emergency situation, so it must be rapid, students, otherwise how it will work. Okay, so it is what? It is a rapid hormone, it works rapidly and that effect can be seen within seconds and the effect will last for a few minutes, for several minutes also. Okay, now what happened here? If the adrenal gland will not work properly, because we have seen here what is that hormone. This hormone is basically an emergency hormone. It basically works when a person is in a stressful situation or in a very excited mode or in a very emotional. So at that time it works. Okay, so here it help in controlling the heartbeat, it help in controlling the pulse rate, it help in controlling the breathing rate of the person, and because of all these properties it is called as emergency hormone. So basically it is really very rapid and it works very rapidly within few seconds too and last for a few minutes also. So what will happen if the adrenal gland malfunctioning of the adrenal gland happen, or if the adrenaline is not released or secreted properly by the adrenal gland? So obviously that can lead to the blood pressure problem, that can lead to the mental stress, overall weakening of the body also occur because of that, and emotional burst, because it is somewhat controlling the emotions of the person. Okay, so emotional burst will also happens when the adrenal gland will not releases the adrenaline properly. So, malfunctioning of adrenal gland can lead to blood pressure, can lead to blood pressure, can lead to blood pressure related disorder, blood pressure related disorder, blood pressure related disorder, then mental stress, overall weakening of the body, weakening of the body, actually it will be weakening of the body, and also causes emotional burst and emotional bursts. Okay, so adrenal gland is really very important as it releases the hormones when a person is in an emergency situation. Okay, students? So this is about the adrenal gland. Next is what? Pancreas.